Hey guys, it's Will Ma here for CardRunners.com. Today I'm going to be doing a replayer of me playing the Sunday Major on Full Tilt Poker. And we are going to join the action with about 25 remaining in the tournament. And it's gone quite well for me so far. I've got a big stack, the chip leader at the table, possibly the chip leader of the tournament. I'm not sure. And I'm going to, for the part one, only run through the hands that I play, but as we get into the final table, I'll try to run through all the hands so that you can see what's going on. Another quick thing before I start is you'll notice that I don't have my HUD turned on for the replayer. Obviously, I had a HUD during the tournament, but for the replayer's purposes, first of all, Universal Replayer doesn't allow me to run the HUD, and I could have done it in Hold'em Manager where the HUD would have been active, but the problem is the HUD stats would have been from the end of the tournament, whereas the decisions made during the hand, you only have the information of the HUD at that time. So the HUD stats that you see would be inaccurate compared to the HUD stats that I saw when I was playing the tournament. So I think I'm just going to run without it and say if there was anything special about the HUD, but to be honest, I don't expect too much craziness in the HUD stats for these players just because it's a pretty tough tournament, the Full Tilt Sunday Major. Basically, everyone's pretty good, I think, and there's nothing too crazy that can be deduced from the HUD. But let me know in the comments if you would like to see my future replayers include the HUD. I just don't want people to be biased with all the HUD information that includes all the other hands I've played against the player instead of just the information at the table at that time. So anyways, here we go. First hand, we have ace queen suited under the gun +1 with an empty seat behind. Easy open. Big blind defense here. And I think this is one of the biggest changes in online poker over the last 3 years is people are defending here a lot wider than people used to. I'd say back in the day, people would defend only maybe the top like 20% of hands. And nowadays people defend maybe the top like 40% of hands. So just to give you an idea, yeah, top 20% of hands look something like this. And nowadays people are defending, Queen 5 suited snap call. Some people are even defending as wide as like 7-6 offsuit. I mean, that's definitely more of an exception than the norm. But the point is, back in the day when the flop came 5-5 deuce, you could there's very few fives in their range. But nowadays when the flop comes 5-5 deuce, you got to be careful of the 5 a lot more often. And so yeah, just keep that in mind. And I guess the flop here, King 5 deuce, with the diamond flush draw. So yeah, so the point is here, like I'd say back in the day, he has a lot fewer two pairs because people probably weren't even defending King 5 suited. But nowadays, I think most people are defending King 5 suited, 5 deuce suited, and King deuce suited. So so there's basically more stuff in his range, more strong hands in his range that can check raise me. But nonetheless, I still decided to continuation bet here, and the main reason is, even though I'm very rarely getting called by worse or folding out better, I don't think he's folding out any pairs. So I'm pretty much never folding out better. But the main reason is I really just want to fold out all the hands like Jack 9 suited that have 6 outs, potentially also more backdoor outs against me. And I don't expect this particular player to do anything too crazy with those hands. Like Jack 9 with a diamond, I don't expect to get check raised too often. And yeah, so I'm mostly just betting to fold out all those hands that have 6 outs, because if Jack 9 turns a second pair, I'm not going to be able to get them to fold. So I'm essentially just giving the pot up when they turn second pair. So yeah, I think betting is fine. I think checking back is also fine, especially against some aggressive players. Another reason I think for betting is I expect to get check raised by a king less often here. Like I think if the board was 10-5 deuce, checking back would have a lot more merit, just because someone with like if he had Jack 10, he's more likely to check raise his top pair because there's more overcards that can come. But here, when I only have 1 overcard instead of 2, and also if he had like King Jack, he might just call. So it's not like by betting and letting him check raise with his King Jack, I deny myself the opportunity to turn an ace and beat him. So that's another reason to bet, I think, because I'm just not getting check raised that much.